Hello. Bean just got on in the perfect moment. Hello everybody, how are you doing tonight? Still testing out the lighting here. So it might look a bit different from yesterday. Bit of a darker background since we have but a white wall. How's everybody doing? Hope you've been having a nice day. Bean, don't put your ass up. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Hey there, Sora, Siphon, Cryptid, RGV, Nayara. How are you guys doing? Knife. Hey Aqua, Nova. Hello. Hey Lilith, Mooney. We're back. We're back. We made it to another stream. I am so tired, like not like physically tired, like I want to sleep, but my arm is super tired because I have been painting the room that I used to stream in all day. So here's a bit of background. It's not only the painting. Like if it was only painting, I'd be fine. But you see those panels in the background, those streamer panels. Well, I got some, and they had a bunch of glue in the back, and I glued them on the wall, thinking this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine when I unglue them. Problem is, now we moved, and since it was kind of late in the month when we decided to move, we asked the previous landlord if she would be okay with us spending a few more days just to like be able to move calmly instead of all in a rush, and that if when I started unsticking the panels, I realized they completely fucked over the wall that was behind them. I was like, oh fuck, now we're leaving. I don't want to leave the room like this. They're gonna take all my deposits. So I told the landlord that I would paint the room before going. that has been a whole adventure, because it's not just painting the wall. It's the fact that it's full of super strong glue, because the glue wasn't as strong when I glued it. Like it looked like it was fine, right? But it got really hard and it stuck to the wall and it kind of mixed in with the paint. So the only resource or recourse I had left was to completely like scrape off the bits of wall, like the paint on the bits of wall that the panels were on, that's where a lot of glue was left over, so that I could then repaint it. So I've had to scrape a bunch of paint, remove all the glue that I could, which was super hard, and sand off the wall behind it. Then like put in some more, not really cement, like something that just fills in the holes that were left over, and then paint over that. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing throughout the evenings for the past few days, and today I did a bunch of it. My forearm here is so goddamn tired. I think it's gonna be fine for art. If I get really tired, obviously I'll do something different. I'll play some Spore or something, but I think we'll be fine. But oh my god, it has been a day so far. Hard worker, Val. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience. Like, I've painted walls, obviously, but this sort of like, I've painted walls that were already painted. It's just like adding a new coat of paint. But this sort of thing is it's above my pay grade. I'm still doing it because I fucking want that deposit. And also, that landlady, she gave us a free mattress. So it's like, it's also a little way of repaying that favor. So yeah, it has been a few days of work, and it's still a few days left. The worst part is over though. I got off most of the glue. I sanded off most of what I had to sand. Most of what I got left is the actual painting, which is fine. But hold on, maybe I can show you. I got this on my phone, but if I open WhatsApp, I should be able to pull out that video for you. I sent it to, well, the landlady. Let's see. Can I download this? Okay, so this was earlier today. Hold on. I'll just open this on VLC so you guys can see it. It's gonna be that. Hold on. I'll remove my dialogue. There you go. So this was how the wall was left over. This is the bits of glue that have been sanded off. There, there's like a bit of a mark left. And these are like the bits of wall that I had to fill in. And you can see how I left it after painting. Like I left no trace, but oh my god, the work that took. So the whole room was like that, because obviously the whole room was full of those. Also, it's an ugly color, but whatever, I painted it the same color she had, because I don't care, I'm leaving. It's not my room anymore. But yeah, you could see up close if you got up here. This was only one coat of paint. So after when you get up close, there were still like some leftover bits, and like you could see the relief a little bit. So I sanded over that and then added a second coat, and then it looked great. And also I look very pink. Sorry, I still don't have the lighting quite figured out here. Let's go with blue. That's a bit better. Well repaired wizard Val. Oh yeah, you can see. Okay, so this is the full wall. Just at that one. I don't think this video shows the full extent of it, but you can imagine the wall behind it, like on the other side, is basically the same, and the other walls have a couple, but that's most of it. Pink Val. But yeah, this was one wall, and this is how it ended up. Hold on, I think I gotta find this video. Someone say bueno. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. So this was a little bit later. It was at 8 p.m. You see that was the wall we were looking at before, and look at the full thing. It's still the paint is still drying, so if the paint looks a little bit off there, but it's because it's drying. After it dried, it looked even better. But yeah, and you can see. Hold on, that's the other side. That's like kind of prepared to paint over already. Like it's pretty much ready. There's still a bit of a mark, but it is tan. It is not a pretty color. Thankfully, we got simple whites in this new place, so that's great. You know, the tan color used to be much harder to see when I was streaming, because this was my background streaming. You can see it now. You can see the two little cupboards I had in the back. You know, this was the same tan color, that ugly tan, but I did fancy bisexual lighting, so you know, it wasn't easy to see that. You gotta take the entire building for yourself to avoid having to repaint the entire room. Give me that money. Oh well. But yeah, let's see if this video shows a little bit more. You can see a little bit of that wall there, but I was just explaining. This is me explaining to the landlord, you know, oh, the paint is a little bit lighter, the one I use, but I'm gonna paint the entire thing, so that's fine. And yeah, that was just me blabbering. So there we go. You're telling me that the room is in deep blue? No, this is white. Yeah, so that's been my day. And I wish it was only like using a paint roller. That's the easy bit. The hard bit is using a little, how do you call it? Spatula? Spatula might be the word, right? I think it's the same in Spanish. Right, one of those, well, a spatula that looks... I don't have it on me right now.
I'm more for bisexual lighting than bisexual paint job. Powerful that way.
True. Hold on, I'm very dark, but it's because we're looking at a black screen there. But I wanted to show you. I need to figure out this lighting situation. Yeah, I was using a little spatula that looks like this. You know, the ones... Right, and it has a kind of a sharp edge here. That's the thing I scraped off everything with. Scraper. A scraper. That's what I used. And my arms... I felt it. Then and just some sanding paper as well. So yeah, I think we should be fine for art though. I think my tendons just will rest well tonight, but it's fine. Okay, so tonight we are gonna work a little bit on Dreadfarer. In case you don't know, Dreadfarer is a game I'm creating with another game maker called Neon Rots, and it's a solo TTRPG. So it's a role-playing game that you play on your own, where you explore a strange new continent called Lemuria. It takes place in the real world, but in a made-up continent that is like suddenly discovered in the early 20th century. And you know, it has a lot of more fantasy-ish elements, but it's still grounded in the real world. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing a bunch of illustrations for the book because, you know, it's a solo game. Your objective is just to fill out a notebook. It can be your diary, your cookbook, your draft for an adventure novel. It can be anything you wish within your, you know, from the point of view of your character. But that's what you're filling in. But just to play the game, you only need an empty notebook, the booklet with the instructions, all the illustrations, and some dice or die. So yeah, pretty simple. You don't need a lot of materials. And let me find the Dreadfarer thing. Okay, so I've been working on a lot of areas and artifacts. Things like this musical instrument called a carnix. Hold on. Or, you know, if you remember the Flesh Geode from Twitter, that's actually an illustration for Dreadfarer. I just happened to make a color version just as a standalone post. Another artifact, quote unquote, that you can find is, for example, a phoenix that is stuck in a cage, and the poor thing is just there, stuck in this little cage, constantly dying and reviving. Excited for Dreadfarer? I'm excited for you to see it. Your address for Dreadfarer? Oh yeah, if you backed Dreadfarer on Kickstarter, check your emails, because you should have an email from backer kits, so you can, you know, collect your address, get all that good stuff, so we can, when the book is done, we can send it to you. If you change your email or you don't have that, if you haven't received your backer kit email, let me know. I have another a link I can send. I can send you where you can put your Kickstarter email, and it should find your backer kits. But yeah, I do not actually have your address because I'm not handling the backer kits. That's Neon's side. So you're fine. I'll do anything evil with it. I've played Scuffy D&D with friends following no rules at all. That sounds fun though.
Val, you have my address, feel free to dox me at any time. I do it myself RN0000 address street plane, city, state, country.
Wow, you live in country? It's incredible. I've never met anybody from country. But yeah, today we're gonna make some areas for Dreadfarer. These are the artifacts. There's gonna be illustrations for the artifacts you can find and the areas you can visit. So these are some of the areas I've done so far. This is called the Sacred Tree. It's a giant stump in the middle of the forest. And the mystery of it is something I'm not gonna spoil. These are the rotting grounds. So it is a jungle that's been taken over by a fungus. Now it's all dead except for that fungus. This is a hanging peak. It's a mountain that's hanging on a tiny little stem. How can we convince people that Lemuria is real? Just show them my cool pictures. I'm sure that'll be enough. So for today, I have a couple of things I want to do. If you saw the title, it says finding the moving city. What's my title? Finding the moving city. Yes. So that is an area in the desert place called Syrah. There's 4 areas you're going to be able to visit in the game. Syrah is desert themed. Motag is like mountain theme. Desangle is like forest, swamp, jungle themed. And Lazarak is kind of a volcanic wasteland. Right, so for this one, we're going to Syrah, the desert place. And in this desert, you know, it's inspired by the Sahara in many ways. So there are communities of people who travel this desert, like roaming or nomad communities. So one of the areas you're going to be able to visit is a strange city made of tents that moves every day. So every night people will pack up all their tents, move to the next place, set up, and sleep during the day. So finding it is, you know, you just have to be lucky to find it because they don't want to be found for the most part. So let me read you the description I wrote for this. Okay, so the tent city of Wemet is never found in the same place 2 days in a row. The strange nomadic people of this community travel the desert each night, moving their entire city with them. They sleep during the day, cowering from the scorching sun. There is no way to track its location, and only a lucky few travelers have come across it by chance. It is said that, if they are found during the day, someone foolish enough to wake the inhabitants will pay with their life. So there we go. That's one of the areas you can visit. That's all the description we give you. The idea is to just give people enough of a prompt with the description and the artifact so that you can go and do your own thing, you know? The tents are not alive. Or you can make the tents alive. I'm fine with that. That is, when you play your own game, you can make your own lore. Okay, so the tent city of Wemet. I'm gonna get gonna open the rotting ground instead of using this empty layer. I'm gonna open this one for the rotting grounds. I'm sorry, I just found this again. The pants system. Okay. So that way we just have some dust and scratches to add to the picture. Some like top level edits to do. And the idea I have for this is also que ilustre Luna. That sounds like Spanish. If that's Spanish, let me know. Thank you for the follow, Luna. The objectively correct pants classification system, exactly. There's a role-playing game in the server. Are you talking about Dreadfarer? Or there's a thread where people have been doing little role-playing sessions that take place in the house that is the server. It's fun. Ooh, make me self-promote. Oh, I'm gonna show you something. I recently made this. It is the postcard for this past month of Patreon. So if you didn't know, if you subscribe to me on Patreon, every month you will get I'm gonna put a Patreon link in the chat. There we go. Every month you will get a new postcard, and I design these every month. They're only printed once, so that's the only way you can get them. And hold on, where's the Patreon folder? Let me find it for you. This is the last postcard I made. It's based on the trees, actually for Dreadfarer, so that's actually pretty well placed. There's the bloodbark tree that makes you feel like you've just killed a person. So yeah, I just put that with some typography, a little bit of color, and boom, I got a postcard design. So yeah, this one's in the printers. If you've been subscribed during June, you'll be getting this once it's out. And if you subscribe during this month, you will get an entirely new design that I haven't done yet, so it'll be a surprise. POV, you're killing a man. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Here's another one. This is one I did for Pride Month. This is from a few months back. I really like this one. For the leech weed. That's the kind of thing I do, and that's the kind of thing you get if you subscribe. Anyway, back to Dreadfarer. We are making the 10th city of Wemets. A moving city. So the idea I have is to have the dunes be the background. Just have like a wide shot of dunes. Like this is pretty good. Maybe I'll have some more dunes in the foreground though. I think I would like the city to be like far away, like you're just catching a glimpse of it in the distance instead of really close to us. So I want to have like giant towering tents in the horizon. I think that would be cool. Actually, I've used this background, this specific dune photo, I believe. Let me check. That was from 2022. This is time sure moves. Trying to see, did I use this? Oh yeah, I did. It's just flipped. But you don't look at this little S here. It's right there. It's for the buried demon. Never got over how realistic you make your stuff look. I may ask, how many hours would you say it took to get to this level? Hours? I don't know about hours. That'll be hard to count. But years.
2022, Time Sur Moves, Valdevia.
2022, indeed. How many, I would say, okay, if I were to count in years, how long did it take me to get to the current level I'm at? I started editing photos technically when I was 14. So it's been way more than 10 years, but you know, first few years I didn't do it really consistently. I actually started doing it more seriously in 2017, I believe. Yeah, January 2017. That's when I started, you know, doing it as my main artistic output, if that makes sense. So from 2017 till now, but I kind of had a 1 year-ish hiatus in the middle. So yeah, it is 5 to 6 years, I'd say. That's like of just consistently making edits. This was the first. I'm gonna show you the first stuff I made in 2017. This was January 2017. It was kind of horror. I started doing a lot of surreal stuff. Didn't get back into horror until much later, but it's fun that I started with this. Didn't do the signature bit at the time. It was still a watermark. It was still the same signature, but I didn't hide it like I do now. Scrupulous Toddle, thank you for the follow. Favorite part is the community in your Discord. Oh, thank you. I like to keep a tidy community. It's nice. It's not super hard because I don't have to do a lot of banning or anything, so that's always good. If I had to chop down a bleeding tree, I would cry even before it started bleeding because I love trees and I don't want to hurt them. Based. I'm so used to people saying 4,000 hours. I don't know if I could calculate the hours. I've technically done a lot of this on stream. So if you just take the number of streams times the average duration of a stream, but then that would be an undercount because that would not include anything that I've done outside of stream, which is a lot. Don't check the Bloodbark post in the collaboratory because there's a lot of spoilers. I mean the game, right? Yeah, I'm trying not to check that too much because I want to play it when it's done. Tartarus, would you mind me playing this on stream when you're done with it? The bleeding trees from a different continent. I mean, it is the bleeding tree exists both in our universe and then in the Dreadfarer universe. I made it initially for Dreadfarer, but then I thought it was also a good fit for just like my general type of stuff. So it's not exclusive to Dreadfarer. It exists in several realities, let's say. Why Microsoft raised the price of Xbox Game Pass? Well, if I know. Did they raise it? I've only had that for like 2 months or 3 when they gifted it to me, and I think I played like 1 hour of one game. I have too many games to get through. What happens with Game Pass is there's so many games that I get paralyzed by the choice, and so instead of playing that, I go to Steam and I don't know, buy Balatro or something for $10 and play that for 1,000,000 hours. Be super excited? Hell yeah. The main game is basically done. Nice. Testing right now. I'm really excited. For those that don't know, Tartarus has been making a a little game based on the bloodbark tree, and I think there's some more references to my art around there. But yeah, that's really exciting. Hold on, let me share the screenshots. I don't remember where. Let's see, let me find a screenshot to show chats that doesn't have spoilers. I want to find the first one you shared. There we go. Look at this. With the PS1 style aesthetic, it's great. I fucking love this so much. You can see more of the game if you go to the Discord. I just don't want to spoil myself of it, so I won't show much more than that. But yeah, go to the Discord if you're not there. It's a great community. You can see this game in development. In the novel you stopped writing, there was a forest of massive cursed trees that constantly grew and dropped leaves so fast they became a sea. The trees were fucking massive to account for how quickly their leaves fell. Oh, that's fun. When you cut the trees, their sap was blood red and extremely poisonous. I like that. Bleeding trees isn't like crazy. I mean, there are actual trees whose sap looks like blood. The bleeding tree, the blood bark idea was initially from my sister. So my sister was suggesting a bunch of ideas for Dreadfarer. She's been helping out, just like giving me some ideas, which is really cool. And she suggested, oh, what if there was a tree that had red sap, and it just produced so much red sap that it looked like the scene of a murder. Like everything was, if you try to cut it, everything would be just bloody, yourself, the ground, everything would be incredibly messy. And I was like, that's really cool. Then I went one step further and added the fact that, it actually makes you hallucinate that you're killing someone as a sort of defense mechanism. Yeah, that initial idea was my sister's. She's great. Trees made from people that blend when you cut them. That is actually, that idea was actually done in the Inferno by Dante, the Divine Comedy. One of the levels of hell had people that were turned into trees. I've been scrolling through this and barely looking at it. I was so focused on my spiel. Oh look, that's the other picture I believe I used for the buried demon. Maybe, actually, might not be this one. It is. It is that exact picture. God damn, I got it. Got a good eye. Got a good memory, I guess. The main story to be only the bloodbark trees, but it is very interactable. So if you do a series of things, you might get a whole different storyline with another ending, plus achievements, collectibles. It sounds like a lot of fun. How fast did you make this? You're incredibly fast. Is the bark on the bloodbark trees hard, or are they flesh-like? So I'd like to imagine that the bark itself would be hard, like not too different from any other kind of tree, but that the inside would be sort of soft-ish, like the wood would feel soft when you strike it. And the more you strike it, the softer it feels. kind of like it's bleeding out and it's losing strength, something like that, just to drive home the feeling that you're killing somebody. Are these doggies? Oh no, they're cows. You can't just take a bite out of the bark trees? I mean, you can try. Training on game jams has its pros and cons. I actually learned a lot from other games. Yeah, game jams must be something else. Sounds scary to make a game so quick. Valdevian Discord role! Hell yeah. Let me give it to you. Give me 1 sec. Where is it? Here. You have become Valdeviant. This one's pretty good. It's like a dune in the distance. Yeah, I want the town to be sort of a silhouette way out. So I think something like this kind of works, where you can put the silhouette of the town kind of popping up from here. You have sand dune and desert photos? Oh yeah, sure. I got some of my own too. I forgot about that. Last year I was in Fuerteventura, which is actually where this island is mainly based on. It's kind of a mix between the Sahara Desert and Fuerteventura. But I went to this really cool dune area. Where is it? Fuerteventura. Oh, I don't have many pictures of the dunes themselves. You can kind of see the area here. Looks, you know, you got the sea, a road, like one single road, and then just dunes on the other side. And it looks very cool. Here's me. And here's my partner with her hair on her face. But yeah, it's a really cool area. There are some of the artifacts and stuff from Syrah, from this island in Dreadfarer, are based on little trinkets and stuff I found in those dunes. I do have them somewhere around here. I do need to find them though. They're among all the pile of stuff that is out there that I still haven't Haven't gone through from the move. Valdevia's lost in the desert. Save me. Yeah, but not a bunch of not any great pictures with dunes in the distance like that. Not such high dunes. Haven't gone to Fuerteventura, but you went to Lanzarote. Yeah, Lanzarote is where Lazarak is based on. So if you actually look at the map of Dreadfarer, the land masses I used to make these are several of the islands from the Canary Islands stuck together. Like if you know the shape of Gran Canaria, this side of it here with this little chunk here, that's Gran Canaria pretty much. This is the island of La Palma with a couple little nubs on the sides, and this is the island of Lanzarote, again with some edits. There's nothing quite like it, yeah. It's a beautiful place. Caldera de los Cuervos looks like a huge UFO crash on something. It's otherworldly. Yeah, let me show people. Look. I don't think I got any good pictures of it myself, but cool volcano. DM'd about 100 desert photos. Yeah, you're good. You see the desert photos you sent me. Ooh, where are those? Hold on, let me download real quick. Or maybe not real quick because it's 122 photos, but I don't wanna leak your name online. I don't know if you're okay with that, so I'll download them and then just share the files. Oh, he went to the Middle East. Show you guys pictures once they're downloaded. Thank you, Camped. Oh, I'd love to see Petra and Wadi Rum. That's so cool. Let's take all these out downloaded. This one's a bit too tall. This one needs some editing. The blue is very dark, I feel like. Lighten that. It's getting me some JPEG artifacts. But we can work with it. Family lived out there for a while. Jordan. It's so cool. I'd love to visit Jordan at some point. A friend of mine went there a few years back, and I'm so jealous. Have some Roman ruins and stuff too. It has sacrificial altar to them. You have to do a repost. Hey, I might use Roman ruins for Lazarak, because Lazarak, once again, let's see the kind of volcanic wasteland area. It is a mix between Lanzarote, which you just saw on the picture I showed earlier of the caldera, and Pompeii. So it's the idea of this flourishing civilization that was just buried under stone and ash, or at least the idea of flourishing civilization. That when you look at it closer, it's not as cool as it seemed. Much like the Romans. Oh, I got the pictures. Okay, got them. Oh, these are cool. Wait, I think it didn't download all of them. Hold on. Oh, I think it got mixed with a centipede, maybe. Okay, now I got them. Okay, that's all of them. Such a cool mountain. I love these. Is that sandstone? I assume that's sandstone, right? Formations. Oh, cool sunset. I like the idea that it's around sunset, because the whole idea is that, hey, hello, little guy. The whole idea is that the city acts up and moves every night. So the idea of seeing it at sunset is pretty cool too. Could be like here. I think the sunset ones are my favorites. This one where you can see the sun. One of these two. Yeah, we need a place to put the silhouette of it though. Let me drag this one in. I can zoom it in. Like where this silhouette is like a good place to put it. Or in between these two silhouettes. Maybe I put in some dunes like this, kind of going up to it, just to have a bit more volume here in the foreground, since we don't have color. Anyway, good news is doing art doesn't, like, when I use the tablet, I don't really use my wrists that much, which is what is super tired from today after all the scraping walls. So that's actually good. Art does not bother me. It does not hurt my hands. You feel more powerful? How so? Okay, this gives us a little bit more, more of a dark edge. It's more desert-looking foreground. Even though, there's very much a desert, but more of something more like a fantastical conception people have of deserts, like big dunes. Okay, so what I might do is take these mountains and kind of move them to the right a little bit to kind of give us more space around here. And then in the town silhouettes kind of popping up. Pretty far away, but I'd like there to be just these giant tents making huge towers to make it look like it's a cityscape, You're bug searching. You got this. You may be able to get some people from the server to help you bug tests. I'm sure people would be thrilled to take a look, see what you've done. Anyway, kind of just painting a random shapes I think I would just get a lot of pictures of tents and then just smush them together. That's kind of the vibe. Maybe a little bit closer so we can get sort of a darker silhouette. Maybe make it bigger. We don't really have a lot of context for this. Like, we don't really know how big anything is just from this. So we can probably get away with making the tent city pretty big without it feeling like it's, you know, overly big. It's less troublesome in black and white. Yeah, I also think it just works with the theme of the tent city. So this idea of the city that just completely moves, switches places every single day, or every single night, and during the day they sleep. So the idea of setting it in sunset kind of works with it naturally, I think. Although I have to find a good spot. Definitely want to have the sunset in there. But just with it being really far away, it kind of feels like a picture of a cryptid. It is Cryptid City, you know? People talk about it in stories, and nobody really knows if it exists, because it's just so hard to see. Talking about playtests, once the game is more or less complete in terms of writing and formatting and stuff, I will probably be doing a playtest Dreadfarer on stream, so you guys can see how the game plays, and also, you know, to sort of figure out the balance and how if the mechanics are too harsh or too forgiving, you'll find a good balance between those. Also, I think it'll just be fun to workshop a character on stream and let you guys participate in that too. I think that should be cool. I think we're set. Thank you so much, Camps. But if you got any cool shots, you know I'll always take them. I love your photos. Okay, so I think we got a working idea here. Now we need to find tents. Let's see what kind of tents we find. Not these kinds. I want tents that look like, you know, this sort of thing is cool. I'm trying to find like different types of tents too. Just so it looks varied. It's all like very modern stuff. Or TPs. Oh, this one's cool. Hope the tent has eyeballs. No, this one's not gonna be living. I'm afraid. I don't know. Trying to think of a tent that I can turn into a tower. I think maybe we can have a teepee as the top of it, and just as the roof of the tower, and then a more squarish tent for the body of it. Or this could also work as a roof. We could use circus tents. Oh, Bean, it is shower time. Whoa. Oh. Camera is being annoying. Kiss? Yes, thank you. Oh, also, fun fact. I actually chemically burnt my finger. Not today, but the other day. You know, I was talking about I was scraping all this glue off the wall from these fucking panels. And I was using, what's the name in English? Mineral spirits for it, which can be quite irritating. And, you know, I was wearing gloves, obviously, because you gotta wear gloves when you use that kind of stuff. You just spray them on, let it soak in, and then scrape it off. It's the best way of removing it. And after working with that for a while, I realized I had a hole in my glove, like right here, and you can kind of see it still. It's not a big burn, but I had a hole, and there was some mineral spirits just pulling up there, and the moment I realized, I already kind of had a little burn. Whoops. Not me getting chemical burns during home repair. Smartest being in the universe. It's the gamma rays. I wish it was gamma rays. That would be a cooler story. It was just fucking aguarras. Aguarras is the name in Spanish for mineral spirits. I think it's a much better name, to be honest. It's just agua is water, so it's aguarras. It's like water. It sounds like water rash or something. It's a great fucking name. It's the stuff you use to remove paints. Or maybe paintbrushes and stuff. I don't know if I should be focusing on these selections that much because it's going to be real far away, but at least do a basic job. The best name it could be, Aguarras is like water that ras, your hand has no longer has skin. Exactly, that's what it feels like. Oh yeah, maybe I should get all these little tents too. I'll separate it into 2 selections, I think. Okay, there we go. 2 layers. I think I need them to kind of pop up against the background, so I might just start placing them up here. I'm gonna put all these in a group. Gonna give it some levels. Like if I put it down here, it should be darker like this. And the background behind it should be a little bit brighter. I think that's how we kind of get away with it, create some nice contrast. It's a great song. Hey Rose, how you doing? There we go, we got a bit more sort of haze in the background. And that'll give us some more contrast with our tent city. We're creating a moving city. A city of tents that packs up every night and moves to a different place. Sort of a cryptid of a city. So yeah, it's basically creating a nice silhouette of a city that can pop against the background that still feels like it's too far away, like you're too late, they're about to move, it's the sunset. Just grab the lawn chair. this one too. Get out. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just do approximate selections. Because like, if I try to select each of these little ropes, when I make it this small, it's not gonna matter. Okay, this one kind of has a door, so it feels much smaller. I'm probably gonna put it behind all the other ones, just to fill up some space. Make it brighter too. Let's see what else we got. We got this one. Like, I want these taller ones to feel like huge tents, like it's a temple or something. Just like these enormous tents just tower over everything. So we gotta have some like smaller tents to create a bit of contrast. So we can probably copy some of these, turn them into small tents in the foreground. What about the square-ish one? This one. Have a good sleep, Tartarus. Okay. Let's see. More tents. I sort of want a big tower, something that's slim and really tall. So yeah, I can use maybe one of these for the top, kind of the roof of the tower. And then something that's more square, this one maybe. Oh, it kind of has some branches in front. Got this little roof. I'm gonna get these out. There we go. This little roof can be in the back, kind of just poking out. Oh, look at this. Big old tent camp. I can make that really tiny for the foreground. yeah, we got this one. We can definitely repeat that one. Maybe even use that as a base of the tower. Where did I put that? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. I selected it and then kind of forgot about it. Oops. It happens. I love the perspective on it, though. Yeah, maybe it'll just be the base of our tower. We just gotta squish it, though. Let's see if I can create a little tower from this. Just repeat this a bunch of times. Oh yeah, this actually kind of rocks by itself. I like that. Feels like a rickety, tall house. The coolest stent in your images, but you don't have licensing on the pig. Oh, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you for your service, though. Flipped. Gotta be careful with the lighting. Gotta make sure that the light always points towards the left whenever possible. Let's select all these little tents. Let's see if Photoshop, yeah, actually did quite a good job. Kind of missed one though. And well, there's children, but I don't think at this size it'll matter. We'll see. They're visible. Okay, so I wanted to do something here where this dune goes over the city. Makes it feel like it's like over it. You gotta climb over that dune to get there. I like this little layer here. We can kind of sort of extend the city outwards. Okay, that's nice. Now, I want a second tower, or maybe I can use this one as more of a spire. Well, maybe these can work. Foreground too. We need a lot of tents. The more we have, the better. Sleepy Rose, go sleep then. What's keeping you awake? Don't let it be me. Okay. Back to the tent search. Oh, maybe one of these, a yurt. That's how you call them, yeah, right? Like a few yurts on top of each other. And we create a little tower. That's my idea. Need to wake up at 6 tomorrow? Go sleep, please. You gotta be well rested. Good night, Rose. Good luck in your shift. Filling in the door. That's pretty good for the size we're going to be working at. See if that works. Let's put it all the way behind. Does this feel like a city? It needs to be bigger to be a city, right? This feels more like a village with some really big tents. So I think we need to up the ante. We need to expand it either left or right. No, I'll keep it there. Yeah, let's expand. We'll start by just copying a few of the ones we already got. No sense in doing all of it from scratch. Wash your sister sauce. Hope you find the wash your sister sauce. I think I might have some. A little bit left. You want me to send it over? What if we use a normal yurt? So like this one. That's a pretty decent selection. It's just huge like this. The entire city is contained in one big yurt. Worcestershire sauce, basically. Alright, Spacey, you should be able to say it. How do you actually say that, the name of that sauce? You're from the Britlands, right? You gotta tell us. Tell us your secrets. Your ancestral secrets. For tents, plural. I want more pictures of groups of tents that I can use to add some sprawl. What are these? This is some kind of gnome village ass shit. The fuck? I'd kind of love to live in one of those, to be honest. Your accent is so awful, you're asking all to say it. Damn. Not even the Brit can help us. I don't think I'll use the gnome village ones. They're cool, but they don't feel like desert tents. They don't have the vibe. They do not pass the vibe check. Oh, we got some more tent tops. You got a farmer accent? Oh yeah. Bedouin tents? That is a good idea. Let's see what they got. Nothing on here. Oh yeah, those are really cool. That's what they look like. Okay, let's search on Wikimedia maybe. Let me copy Bedouin tents. We'll search in a few different places. You spent some time with Bedouins, that's so cool. I like to think that the way the Tent City moving works is that people will switch off setup and food preparation, while those who have done work recently get to have some leisure rest. Oh yeah, there would definitely be a system like that. Not a lot of luck. It's a very small picture of one. Here we go. That's a little bit more like it. Oh, maybe we look on Pickroll. It is a model, but it's pretty good. Oh, a papyrus tent. Wish I had a shot of the tent by itself, though. Hold on, let me move my screen a little. Being moved it. There we go. He was scared of his own poop. Oh. Little guy. Yes. Okay, which picture was that? This one. Oh, Library of Congress. Let's look this up here. Bean, you've been so sleepy today. He's sleeping in my stead. He's helping. He's sending his energy to help my wrist rest. Wrist rest. Fun thing to say. It's the same one. Oh. First one we got is downloaded. Let's see. Let me throw it into Photoshop. See what we can do with this. Yeah, this one's real nice. Get this whole sprawling thing of tents. I should have looked at pick roll earlier. Because we don't mind that they're black and whites. It's going to be black and white anyway. I have this one here on the side. Keep this one above it. Just gonna do this. And then there is a bunch of little tents that have been hidden away here. So we can make them pop out. There they are. Or they can go to the other side. Okay, I feel like that really helps with the scale of it too. Okay, where's the yurt? Come back, yurt. There we go. Gonna make that top look a little bit more like a spire. Okay. This is big enough for a city. Now this feels more city-like. I don't want it to be like a huge city, because logistically it stops making sense the bigger it is. Obviously, we're in a fantasy-ish world, so we can hand wave a lot of stuff away, but I don't think it would be like a huge metropolis. This would be more of a hidden little corner. Hello, Bean. He's waking up. Welcome to the world, my dude. You want some cuddles? Oh, he does. Hello, Bean. Up. Ooh, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, check this out. Check him out. Look, Bean. Say hi to chats. Look at them. That's chats. They're looking right back at you. What's up, dude? Yeah. So many kisses. It's crazy. He's such a happy boy. He got used to the new place really quickly. I'm so proud of him. Are you proud of Bean, guys? Tell him you're proud of him. He needs to hear it. Let's get you a treat, Bean. I think chat would be in agreement with this proposition. Guys, let's hear this crunch. Double crunch. Double crunch. Very good. Whoop. There he goes. He got his crunch. Now he can go. I'm so proud of Bean. They're proud of you. Yeah, I love when he grabs it. He just uses his whole nail. It's so funny. Little grippers. Okay, so this whole thing can't be any darker than this little rock there. I think that's about right. Brickwall, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Oh. Little Bean. There he goes. Oh, shower time. Obviously the city is now way crisper than the rest of everything, so gotta be a little careful. I gotta blur this thing a little bit. I think what we should do is just blur the whole thing until these two elements are blended together. So I'm going to blur until we start losing some of the noise here. And then we sharpen, and this will give us really nice silhouette here. See how it blends everything in? That's pretty nice, I think. We add our own grain. We make it pretty thick to match the one in the base photo. And soften everything a little bit. I'm wondering if a little bit of wobble would look cool. And with wobble, I mean when you look at things really far away on a hot day. You know how they'll wobble a little bit? Hey, Maxwell. That's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering how to achieve that effect. Distort, ripple. Okay, so ripple does create this sort of effect, which does look similar. Let's see different ones. Filter, distort, shear. Oh, okay. This just edits the whole image. Wave? I can only see this tiny ass preview. That's great. Can I make it horizontal? Okay, this is horizontal now. It's so hard to see what I'm doing. This is the smallest preview in the world. I want to go with like a very small amplitude. See what this does. It does create that effect a little bit. Like, it's not perfect, but it is close to what I'm thinking. Let's see, more wavelength. No. Less wavelength. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Let's go with tiny wavelengths. It's so hard, I'm gonna give up soon. It's so difficult to get right. There we go. It's a little more like it. I can do it. 20 stream streak, hell yeah. You don't know what I'm doing? I'm trying to make this look wobbly, like you're watching something really far away on a hot day. You know what I mean? So it's basically messing with this filter until it more or less looks right. Then we put this under everything. And does it change anything? Actually not that much once we add the Gaussian blur and stuff on top. So I think we can be a little bit more exaggerated. That's more like it. Just a little bit of wobbliness. Mirage wiggle, yes. Hit shimmers. That's the stuff. Photoshop, stop doing that. There we go. Sometimes it'll like keep clicking even when you unclick. And the only solution is to just click away from Photoshop. It's not the most common of bugs, but it's always an annoying one. It wiggles in Photoshop. Nah, looking up tutorials is too slow. I like to make things myself. We got good heat wiggles. Look at that. Look at how wiggly it is now. Well, we kind of lost the sunset here. Yeah, I think we made the highlights too bright or something. Let's bring the sunset back. There it is. It's back, baby. Cracking Shell, thank you so much for the follow. add some damage. Oh. These scratches went off the page for some reason. And I think I want to add some sepia tone. Because it is a desert. It's only fitting to make this black and white photo look a little bit more desert-like. Then we go to the shadows and add just a touch of blue. There we go. That is the tent city. Wait, didn't even. Oh, wait. Had this saved as a rotting grounds. Whoops. Did I save over it? Hold on. Let's let this save, and then I will open the rotting grounds and see that I didn't. Check if I didn't destroy anything, because that would be fun. Oh yeah, it's a PSB. Oh yeah, it's 4 gigabytes big. Hold on, let me lighten the load here. Four gigs. Okay, it was mostly the background pictures. That should be good to go now. Bohug Mom? Is that you, Claire? There's only one Bohug Mama that I know. It'd be a terrible shame if somebody made you close without saving. I would die. I would lose 2 hours of work, possibly. But too late. I saved now. So don't even think about it. Okay, let's see. Did I save over rotting grounds? Nope, it's good. Good to go. Okay. So now this can be saved as a JPEG. Tent City. Yippee. We got it. So that's the first thing I wanted to make for today. And for the second one, it is a buried colossus. So this one is from a different area. This one is from Lazarak. So it is the area that got destroyed by a bunch of volcanoes. So it used to be, it's kind of Pompeii inspired, and it used to be this flourishing civilization, and they all got destroyed by a terrible volcano that might or might not have been provoked by them. We'll see about that. But a lot of their the ruins and artifacts you can find here are things that are buried, things that are under mountains of ash, or dried lava rivers. So one of them is the buried Colossus. It is, as you can imagine, sort of based on the Colossus of Rhodes, this ancient, one of the wonders of the ancient world, which was supposed to be this enormous statue that was so big it covered like an entire bay, like with one leg to one side, one leg to the other. You've probably seen pictures of that or drawings of that, but that's an exaggeration to what it probably looked like. You know, is it supposed to, according to a lot of stories, it's supposed to be what the Colossus looked like. Realistically, though, it would have probably been something like a pretty big statue that was on harbor, but it was probably pretty reasonable in terms of size, not this enormous thing that would have been impossible in the ancient worlds, as far as we know. But yeah, by the time people wrote of the Colossus of Rhodes, it was already destroyed. I think an earthquake or something destroyed it, and its head was, and a lot of parts from it were just sitting on the harbor, like in this drawing. So people just sort of imagined what the Colossus might have looked like based on purely vibes, and this whole story about it got spread. But yeah, that's the Colossus of Rhodes, and that's the inspiration for the buried Colossus in the game Dreadfarer. So let's save this, let's open a new file, or let's actually just keep this one. Destroy everything except for the top layers. Okay, we got a clean slate once again. We're gonna save that as buried Colossus. So, I think for this, I might use one of my own pictures from Lanzarote, which Lazarak is based on. And it's this, you know, enormous lava river, like lava ocean that got dried up. It's great. Let me find it for you. Let's see, Lanzarote. That's what I'm talking about. This place is alien. It's incredible. It's so cool. This from above. So, you know, we went through this trail here that goes through just a sea of volcanic debris. And there are these little mountains. These little mountains that are much brighter. These are from like earlier eruptions. These are like older volcanoes that just had like a different composition, so they have a more kind of more reddish color, and you can imagine these were little islands in a sea of lava when this volcanic area erupted. These were like, you know, the only safe places probably, and not really that safe because you're next to volcanic eruptions. But another one of the areas in this zone in Nazareth is inspired by this sort of vibe, the idea that there's this tiny island that survives. So in the middle, and you can see it on the map actually. Hold on. You can see on the map there's a bunch of little volcanoes. You can see the calderas, or the, you know, the, how do you call that? Craters. And the middle, there's this white looking mountain. That is the one thing that survived. That is the one thing that was high enough not to be smothered by the lava. So it is like kind of the only untouched area of the island, but it's been completely abandoned. This had a huge palace on it where the rulers of this land used to sit. But once their whole place got scorched, they just abandoned it, and now you have this pristine, like white marble palace sitting, like presiding over nothing. So it's kind of an exaggeration of this. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to aim for the buried colossus. It is sitting in it's just mostly been buried by lava. So let's see. Back to my photos. Where are they? Here. Let's see if I can find a good one to use here. Oh, that's my partner. Hi. That's her. I like this image of just a little bit of life just sprouting from this desert. It's great. Thunder is starting. Oh, you're in a storm? Like this one, which is this pure mass of nothing. Well, there's life. If you look closely, it's full of lichens. Lichens are the only thing that can really survive on here. There's very little water, obviously. So they thrive. Oh, this is cool too. Thunderstorm season. What is it with you guys in America having constantly horrible weather? Feels like it was tornado season like the other day, just a couple weeks ago. Now it's storm season. That's my brother. Oh, that was cool. That's a plane whizzing past. Or is it? It doesn't look like a plane to me. UFO. Okay, so I like these the best. Technically still tornado season? Oh my god. Some of your teammates live in the part of Texas that got hit with a hurricane and still having sporadic power outages. Damn. I like this one quite a lot. I like that there's one single palm tree. I thought it was a power line for a second, but then I thought, and I was like, no, this is like a natural park. This is like a protected area. They wouldn't put power lines there. Yeah, I like this one. I wish it didn't have that much stone in this area, so I could have more of a longer view. What about this? Ooh, okay, this is even better. This one's pretty cool too, but I feel like the mountain is taking up all the attention here. I think this one, it's 899. Let's go for that. Things aren't really real, they're just birds flying really fast. It's true. It's based. God, my wrist is so sore. I really hope that it doesn't reactivate Gothia. Doing all this wrist effort. Something I'm always worried about. The moment it starts hurting, I'm gonna have to actually remove it and have a surgery, and I won't be able to work for weeks. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so we desaturate. They have a ganglion cyst, they're gonna get surgery to have it removed or at least shrunk. Is it hurting them a lot? Because a lot of people have ganglion cysts and they don't really, doesn't really bother them. Usually surgery is kind of a last resort, like for those that are really hard to manage. What I had done on mine several times is just drainage. You just drain it, like drain the liquid inside and put in some corticosteroids in there just to avoid inflammation, keep it small, and it works for some time, but it tends to come back. And the reason that Gothia, if you look at it closely, it looks like it's 4 bumps. It's actually one single bump, but there's so much scar tissue from all the times I had it drained that it feels like it's a bunch of them. But inside is just one, just separated into little cavities, I guess. Mostly worries about it. There's nothing to worry about with a ganglion cyst. Like, if it really doesn't bother him much, I would avoid the surgery, personally. It's not the kind of cyst that's just a euphemism for tumor. It is literally just a little sack of liquid. Can't ever go malignant. Trying to figure out the colors here. Can I do anything to the colors? No, okay. Because the saturation is down. American healthcare being what it is, might be more affordable for him to go into one big procedure having to do multiple procedures over many years. I mean, with ganglion cyst removal, it's usually going to be open procedure. Sometimes it's endoscopic, which I assume will be more expensive in the US. I don't know about that. It's done, like over here in Spain, it's only done in a few hospitals endoscopically. It's usually done open, but it is like a whole surgery. It's not like full anesthesia, but they have to, you know, they block the nerves in your arm so you don't feel your arm. So it is not a major surgery, but it is still like a decently sized surgery, as opposed to draining it, which is just like they just do it in the clinic in like 5 minutes. So it's not like a procedure. I wouldn't even call that a procedure. It's just like you're just taking a needle there, removing some liquid. Okay, let's go with this. Oh, this black and white has some tint. But yeah, obviously it's your friend's choice. I assume he's looked at the options. Just talking out of more personal experience for me. It can be between the fingers. Not usually that far up, but it can be on the other side here. That can be more bothersome. That's also harder surgery, if I recall correctly. And there's ganglion cysts on other parts of the body. It doesn't have to be on the wrist. But yeah, mine, for example, is pretty high up in the hand. Like it's here. Usually they're more like back here. On here they tend to be more bothersome. So yeah, maybe that's why they go with surgery first. Not really sure about those since I haven't looked that up quite as much. I only know this much about ganglion cysts because I have one and I've looked into getting it removed. But it's not really something that we study in medicine that much. It's not really a major thing that gets covered. Okay, so I've removed the bushes. We don't want any life here ruining our wasteland. Now, I think I'm gonna go for some kind of Greco-Roman statue. Just gonna look for a statue here, see what I got. I think there's a Hercules statue with the lion skin. That was pretty cool. His hobbies and work require a lot of handwork, so I might be painting him. Yeah, especially if it's in the fronts. If you remove Goffio, are you going to be able to keep it like formaldehyde, file the jar, and take it home? I mean, it would be a strange request, so I don't know if I would have the gall to do it. But if it were to be removed, it would be removed by plastic surgeons who would be friends of my partner, so I could technically make that sort of request. But they would think I'm a weirdo, so I gotta weigh that. I love this guy's face. Whew. No, too much of a twink. I think the Colossus should be be a thick dude. Can I keep him? I need it for an art reference. No, I'll definitely ask them to take video of it as they remove it, because I want to see what it looks like. And, you know, since patient confidentiality is a big thing, I'm the patient in that case. I can use my own surgery pictures. So I will use my extra access of knowing the surgeons to make really weird requests of them, like get pictures of it and send them to me. Like, I don't know, my partner might even be there just helping out in surgery, so might have her as a photographer. It's a really cool dragon. Hell yeah. It's a dope statue. A twunk, that's exactly what we need, thank you. I like this one though. Oh yeah. Blade statue. I think that might be cool too. I'd look for Roman statue or Greek. Bean, did I startle you? Oh, he's going shrimp mode. Look at him. Shrimping. Look at his leggies. I love when he does this. My croissant got burned. Hold on. Yeah, give me a little kiss, and he's probably gonna make a sound, but that's probably the mic's not probably not gonna pick it up. Let's test it. I'm gonna bring the mic real close. Let's see. He did make a sound, but I think it was, even without the filters, I don't think the mic would have caught that. It was a really, really soft sound. Did you hear that? That was a little higher. Did you hear that one? Yes! Yes! Now you know. This is every time he's sleeping and you just wake him up with a pet or a little kiss, he'll just do these really soft meows, and it's... Oh yeah, my dude. You're the cutest. You know that. Oh, he's purring. He's purring. Little kiss. Yeah. Love you, dude. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Oh, Lord. Come over. Come over. Yeah. There he is. There he is. Bean, you wanna purr for the mic? I don't know if the mic picks that up. It's pretty soft. Look at those purrs. If I hold him really tight, he purrs so, like, that's, he ups the volume of his purr so much. It's so cute. Yeah. Creature. You're the softest being alive. Do you know that? He knows that. He knows that. That's why he keeps his hair always clean. There's a black cat in your neighborhood that likes to give Winnie boobs. Boobs on the nose. That's so cute. Bean. We all love Bean, don't we? Look, Bean, that's you. They're saying your name. That's how you write it. That's a little kiss for chats. Look, he kissed my finger, and then I bring that to you. Boop. Little kiss for chats. Oh, he's back. He's back for more. He's giving me the headbutts. Hope you're enjoying all the purring. What tier on Patreon to get bean kisses? You know, next person to subscribe to the Patreon will get a free bean kiss on their postcard. Their postcard will be certified bean kissed, and I will sign it. I'll do a little. I'll circle the area that he kissed and say that here's the bean kiss. So that's a limited time offer. If someone subscribes before the end of the stream, they will get the bean kiss postcard exclusive. What do you think, Bean? Yes, sir. Abyss. He's so precious. Look at those bursts. Ooh, strong ones. Do you want to hop on my shoulders, Bean? Okay, let's do the shoulder bit. Let's go. Hop. I'm gonna put you on. Oh, careful. There we go. Okay, where were we? Nose prints? Oh, that's cute. The only ethical way to wear fur. What do you think, Bean? Also self-heating fur. It's great. It's a great neck warmer. Oh, here's the same one again. Have you ever been to the boob-shaped Jurassic Museum of Asturias? How? It's not boob-shaped. It's shaped like a dinosaur print. How do you know about the mucha? How do you know about this, Ivan? Yeah, of course I've been there many times. How do you know about this? Local attraction. It's not boob-shaped. Okay, hold on. I gotta show you the mucha. I guess it is boob-shaped if you see from the... God damn it. Never thought about that. You gotta see it from above. I'll grant you the boob-shaped thing. Yeah, if you look at it from above, it has like 3... It looks like a dinosaur print. It's a really cool building. But yes. Also kind of boob-shaped. 3 titties the Martian way. It's on the Tyrannosaurus Wikipedia page. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a really cool museum with all the cool dinosaurs that they found in that region of Asturias. And here are the dinosaurs having sex. Look at them go. Hell yeah. It's a really cool museum. Oh my god, I love this place. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but I fucking loved this place as a kid. Like, imagine being a kid obsessed with dinosaurs and having this, like, right next to where you spend your summers. And there's huge casts of bones, and there's life-size... a bunch of life-size statues outside. This was the coolest fucking thing as a kid. More than the Grand Titon. Then you hit puberty and realize it looks like titties. I need to go back to this. I haven't gone since I was a kid. I hope the place is still being run well. They had a bunch of activities for children. There was one of those things where you had a little plaster thing, and you had to break the plaster open, and you'd find little bones that you could then put together into a little dinosaur skeleton. I love that stuff. That's one of the things I did at the Mucha. It's one of the activities they had for kids during your summer of like fake paleontology. Yeah, like a little excavation. That was great. If you ever go to Asturias and you like dinosaurs, that's a good place to stop by. It's also just in a really beautiful place. Like, look at it from... See, where's the picture from above? Look at this. Look at... Oh. Sorry. Look at this. Look at where it's placed. It's next to some beautiful beaches. And I would argue with a lot of bias that area, that coast, is the most beautiful place in Asturias. One of the most beautiful places in the world, but I am obviously biased. That's where I spent my childhood. They sell kits like that where you can ship stuff out basically on baked clay. Yeah, that's basically that. It's like, I don't know if it was clay or plaster. That's the basic idea, yeah. This could be our Colossus. And it's kind of buried this way. and maybe holding a broken sword or something. Could be. Yeah, the sex tyrannosaurs. We showed this. We showed this right now. We all seen them. Of course, the sex tyrannosaurs. That's like their main attraction too. Like that's a big room once you enter. It's a sex tyrannosaurus. Yeah, the T-sex. We've all seen it. The T-sex. God damn it. This one's the same Hercules one, but it has cool lighting. Look at this centaur. Just getting bodied. Getting absolutely stretched by this guy. Twisted up like a pretzel. Me when I fucking get you. This guy is so fucking angry. Internet map is telling you Asturias is an autonomous community like the Basques. Not quite. So, okay, it's kind of hard to explain. Spain is not federal. It's also not centralized like France. Spain has autonomous communities. The idea is that basically within Spain there are a handful of regions. When the kind of the modern concept of Spain was being formed, they wanted a higher degree of governance, as opposed to a more centralized thing. They wanted something a bit more federal, right? But only for them, only for those regions that have like different languages. Like that's Catalonia, that's Basque Country, and that's Galicia. Those are the main ones, right? They have separate languages that they use commonly. They have historically a bit more history of like self-governance, and so they kind of asked for that. They pushed for that. And the government, they can't really refuse a lot of the requests from these regions because they're also like really rich and powerful regions within Spain with a lot of influence, right? So they couldn't really say no to that, but they kind of went like, okay, you can have kind of self-governance-ish, but everyone else does too. So they created the system. The system was called Coffee for Everyone. Like you'll get coffee. Café para todos. So yeah, all of Spain was divided into autonomous communities. That's what they're called, and some of them are subdivided into smaller regions. But Asturias is a single one; it's not subdivided. It's not like reservations. No, it's somewhere in between like the system that you get in France and the system that you get in the US or Germany, right? Federal system, you get, like in the US, you get states, right? That's the federal system in the US. You get states that have really high amounts of self-governance, and then you got like a federal level on top that can sort of create their own laws, but to a certain extent, right? Each of these states has a lot of power. Then you got a system like France, where you get a really centralized government that makes all the laws, and the regions have a little bit of autonomy in some things, like they'll handle, you know, more like municipal kind of things, but they don't have a ton of power. Spain is somewhere in between in that spectrum, if that makes sense. And you get some communities that have kind of exceptions to this and have a little bit more self-governance. Those are those areas within Spain with like different languages and stuff. Those are Basque Country, Catalonia, and Galicia. No, it's less separatized than US states. Ooh, look at this bronze statue. Ooh, that's really cool for the bird colossus. I think that's like the vibe. I think we got it. It is a really nice photo. Not the highest quality, but I think it'll be fine for what we need. I think it has angel wings. Definitely looks like something more modern that's been put next to the Parthenon, but... Or this is the Parthenon. I think so, right? Okay, it's trying to select the building. Let's see if I put it here. So this is a little trick you can do with select subject in Photoshop. It won't select anything that's outside the canvas. So it'll kind of do its calculation only counting whatever's within the canvas. So you can put things next to the corner to remove some elements. Anyway, y'all should visit Asturias. What a cool place. You can also visit the Canary Islands, that's where I am, and it's also a cool place. But I'll always recommend my home region first. I love the color, the bronze. I wish I could include it, but alas, black and white. I think I would turn into dust if I ran into a streamer I follow. I don't imagine the islands are that big. There's 2 million people. You're not gonna find me. You're gonna stumble upon me. Also, if you go to tourist places, I will not be there unless I'm taking someone there. They were smaller. Oh, pretty big. Like the city I live in, Las Palmas, has 400,000 people. It's a big city. I think that's the vibe. I think it needs to be bigger though. I stumbled upon you. I have mixed feelings because on one hand, holy shit. On the other, I don't want to. You do know what my face looks like. It's okay, I have face blindness, I would instantly forget. Your face is safe with me. Kind of like that it's... He looks like it's sleeping. Your city is literally 3 times the population of mine. I live in the second biggest city in your state. Yeah. I mean, Spain is really small compared to the US, but compared to states, it is comparable to a lot of states. I think Spain is comparable to Texas, at least in terms of size. I don't know in terms of population. Let's see, what's the population of Texas? $30 million. Okay, it's a bit bigger in population compared to Spain. We have 46 million last time I checked. 47 million now. Maybe California, let's see. California has 39 million. So yeah, Spain is a bit bigger than California in terms of population too. Had problems with Dreadfarer? Your card was $4 short. You mean in the backer kits? Did you receive your backer kits link? Oh, because the exchange rates between pound and Canadian dollars changed and you got the prepaid visa. Oh. Is there, can you add more to that visa? I don't really know how that works. I think we'll have him lying down. Big Colossus. Like he was toppled over by the lava. I had to get a second one. Oh damn. That sounds annoying as hell. I'm sorry. Did you manage it though? He's sleepy. Ooh. Poor little statue man. He's so sleepy. You got your confirmation email, so you should be good. Nice, yeah, you should be good. That's good to know. Yeah, if any of y'all backed Dreadfarer on Kickstarter, you got any problems with it, feel free to DM me about it. The Kickstarter and the backer kit side of things is more handled by Neon, but I can pass it along to him. Conspiracy patch code, yeah, nice. He sank into the ground and he's like, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, he's straight up chilling. Don't know if I should make this closer. Or zoom it in into onto the top. this. So I can push the statue further up. That way it can look like it's further away. I just want to have a really big sense of scale with this one. We'll try to find someone willing to make a My Bigfoot has cracking Norks patch. Oh my god, please let me know if you do. I might get it as well. Okay, I feel like at this scale it's starting to feel good. In terms of the size I was thinking of. Now what I think I gotta do is lower the output like this. To make it feel like, you know, there's a little bit of atmosphere, a little bit of haze in between us and the statue. Just like this massive thing. Oh, okay. I was like, there's some color here. I thought it was going crazy. The black and white layer is not all the way. It was at 80%, so we could see some of the color in the statue. I really thought I was going crazy. Body with a rockin' body. A custom designed cryptid. Crab with a hat. That's a great cryptid. Can't believe I didn't think of that first. It's like the fur-bearing trout, one of my favorite cryptids. Not really a cryptid, but cryptid-adjacent beings. Just a trout with hair. Like, yeah, sure. I'll believe in that. This edge is kind of a mess. Gotta fix it up. Looking so white. That's the problem with this screen being really big and quite bright. When I zoom into this, I just look like flashbang. Good meat on a fur-bearing trout. I'll trust you on that. I need to work harder because they're hydrodynamic, so... That's true. They're fighters, you know? think I need to add some lighting to the background. Just so that I can make it work with the lighting on the statue. Do we have any villages in the background? Doesn't look like it. I want this to look barren as hell. Will all the dumping of fractal juice affect the fur trout population? Nah, it'll just make their fur even more luscious. I love watching Val's head tilt. I don't know why I do that. It's stupid because I don't know. I could even rotate this. I've seen people that rotate their canvases a lot. But I have this thing where I just tilt my head. I don't know why I do it. It's a reflex. Maybe that's the juice. Maybe that's what makes me powerful. It's a head tilt. Y'all should try it. Like a dog or a cat and animals like that. I've been told this, yes. Does it make more sense at a 45-degree angle, buddy? I guess it does. To my brain, it does. It must do something. Otherwise, why would I do it? I guess. I don't know. I'll just choose to believe it. It helps. It's actually my secret powerful technique. And the Val tilt. Digital art analog technique, absolutely. It's also the same reason I think I zoom in and out a lot. Just kind of slightly changes your view. Or where I flip sometimes. I guess I don't do it as much lately. I don't like flipping things. My inner eye sees it as real, exactly. I'm tilting my head so my inner eye can line up with the image. Why zoom in and out so much? Just move further and closer to the screen. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna start doing this. Just like running to the back of the room. See, I just did it. I just did the tilt. My secret technique. My inner eye is lopsided. Hey, we're not all born perfect, okay? What if my inner eye is lopsided? You shouldn't judge me for that. Talking about inner eyes. I want to do something to this buried colossus. You guys remember the cover with the third eye here? I think that would look cool on this guy. Plus, it would tie them together for the shared mythology of these islands. Now, though, the real eyes are closed, so it's not something where I can really take these. Or can I? I don't know yet. Let's see. Maybe the mouth? It's too tilted. What if I did this? You should see an inner optician. I'll be left to wonder whether that is a standard feature of this population or if this was an exalted individual. Exactly. Plus, there is some lore I am omitting because I want people to find that out for themselves. But there's lore that will tie a lot of things together, and this would be part of it. You will have to figure that out by playing Dreadfarer. This seems like a Mountassy situation again. Come on, trust me. Trust the process. So I like that it feels like he's sleeping with the third eye open. Okay, now it pops out a little bit. We need the actual iris and a pupil. Wondering what I should use for that. It's we don't really have a lot of lines to use except for the eyes. So I'm not sure. Something like this, mayhaps. Oh, that is messed up. Kinda. It's too shaded. So I'll have to fix that up later. Where's the music? Come on, music. The pupil. And now we try to figure out the levels for this bit so it doesn't get too dark. There we go. I'm gonna group the whole eye up to one single layer. And it's pretty good, I think. Alrighty, I think we got a buried colossus right here. Now we need to make everything less shitty, or, you know, more shitty first, so we can match the level of grain on the colossus, which is, it's pretty bad, honestly. So we need to match that. Also, we're flipped. This is supposed to look like this. I forgot. Paint me like one of your French girls. He would say that. Okay, so we are doing a Gaussian blur until the detail on this guy. Whoa, what's going on? There we go. Until the... Come! What's going on? Photoshop! Stop breaking. Shiro Shiki, thank you so much for the follow. What's... Oh my god. Photoshop. Let me do my thing. It's good around 3. Photoshop ghost? Ghost? You're scaring me, dude. Stop. Okay, we had to crunch the detail a little bit, but that's fine. Image idea for me? A ghost? Never thought of that. I don't think a ghost has ever been done in horror. I think we'd be true pioneers there. A ghost that infects the Photoshop clients. Can you imagine if I were preparing a whole storyline with a Photoshop ghosts, where every day on stream I pretend there is a little bug that's annoying and slowly they build up until eventually we all realize it's the ghosts. I wouldn't do that. I can't plan that far ahead. Or can I? Stick around to find out. I opened Photoshop and there was a pair of hyper-realistic eyes and they bled at me. Oh my god. And the creepypasta vibes that exudes. I think we got it. I'm not super convinced by the eye still. So let's tweak that a little bit. Let's see, the level of detail on the eye is pretty much good. I think we need some sharper lines and then to reduce the shadow here. Ghost doesn't do anything malicious, he just hates your art. It's Like, dude, you're spreading misinformation. Oh, we got a new fun comment guy on the last repost I did. Hold on. Let me show you. This guy was really funny. So I posted the trilobites piece from last year, and this guy replies, "Whoa, AI and falsehoods. What's the point of posting this lie? What's next? Flying monkeys? Aliens in our midst? You need to get it out of your mom's basement." It was really funny. I simply replied this. I posted it to make you mad. And it's really funny because I was expecting them to get madder, but they actually kind of chilled out after that. This is the full conversation. You made me laugh actually, but I absolutely abhor AI. I'm like, that's not AI. And they said, good work. I turned this guy around. I managed to laugh at them so hard that they instantly flipped. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, flying monkeys. I was about to reply that. Like, oh, great ideas, thank you. Okay, the lighting makes a bit more sense now. A little bit. We're still not there, though.
I was lured to sleep by the dulcet tones of Al's voice and now we crave late night snacks. Your superpower is being more powerful than traditional ASMR.
Hell yeah. My vibes are too chill, unnaturally so. Hope you have a good late night snack, Hemi. Okay, that's better. I'm happy with the lighting and the eye now. Okay, I think I'm ready to call this one done as well. Making this a 2x2 day. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find another piece that might be really quick to make. Okay, we got the 10th city of Wemet. That's done. If you missed it, PSB. Hold on. How's that PSB?
Voice is no debate. I'm going to be awake for a little bit no jajaja.
My powers grow. Okay, that should be savable now. Okay, yeah, so we got the 10th city, which I am going to show you. It is a moving city where a city of nomads, where their inhabitants every night pack up their entire city, move it somewhere else during the nights, and they don't want to be found, so they constantly move around and set up like false leads and distractions so that people don't find their secret city. And then we got the buried Colossus, which needs some damage. Let's damage this guy. think I'll keep this one black and white, purely without any sepia or anything like that. Oh wait, this should be on the screen. There we go. Yeah, hot dogs. Give me a hot dog. Ritz crackers. What's a Ritz cracker? Oh, one of these small salty ones. Oh, I love those. You don't get those a lot in Spain. Like, there's other brands. I don't think Ritz as a cracker brand exists here, but I know those. Headcanon, they just stick their legs at the bottom of the tents and walk away like the Flintstones. I like that. The Yabba Dabba Do each night. What's it called? Do you mean the tent city? It's called the tent city of Wemets. And this one here, did I save it? Yes. Got Buried Colossus. Tent city. Oh wait, the Buried Colossus doesn't have all the damage I added. So let's save that. Yeah. Save as JPEG. Okay, we got the Buried Colossus done. For the other area in the zone, I think I would like to do the White Mountain, which I mentioned before. There's like one island that didn't get completely scorched with a big palace on top. I also got to do a picture of the camp that you're setting off from. So it's like, you know, your little base of operations. That's where you can buy equipment. You can rest after each of these expeditions. So yeah, I gotta drop the camp. Gotta figure that one out. But I don't know exactly how I'll make that one look. I gotta figure that. But yeah, that's not one for today. I think it's also like not a very interesting picture to make. So I'll probably make that one out of stream. But yeah, apart from that, I got White Mountain to make. Hold on, let me check. Got a little chart here where I have all the writing and the images tracks. So today I made an image for Sarah area and another area for Lazarak. Yeah, I need to make one more area for Lazarak, then some for the other secret areas that I might make out of stream, maybe. And I need to make one artifact for Lazarak for this area, and another one for Desangle for the jungle zone. That's probably going to be next stream. Yeah, that's probably how I'll do. Tent city usually means homeless encampment, at least in the US and Canada. Well, that is good to know. Want to avoid that association. How should I call it then? What's a synonym for city? Tent town? Tent town doesn't sound as good. I have to give that a think. So we have stuff like village and stuff, but that's not, yeah, that doesn't sell the scale. Wandering City's good, yeah. I like Wandering City. Let's go with that.
Excuse me, my eyes are here.
How does a city wander? Yeah, thanks for that idea, King. I appreciate it. I'll also change it in the file name so that I remember. Where is it? Tent City. Let's do Wandering City. Perfect. But yeah, for next Dreadfarer stream, which I think will be next week, I think we'll be filling out that last area and artifact from all the 4 main areas, so that each of them will have 2 illustrations for areas and 2 illustrations for artifacts. Then I may do more, but at least I want to have that baseline for every single area. Then, you know, if we have time, we add more of them. But 2 per, like, each of these is like 2 illustrations per rolling table of 20. Which is quite a lot, like, quite a big amount of illustrations we're gonna have at the end. I also have a couple places that have 3. But, yeah. I think we'll make this. We'll do this. Be able to do at least 2 per zone. Writing flavor text like that, yeah. I've been doing a lot of flavor text in this game. It's basically all flavor text. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. What do you think, Bean? Hello. Good morning to you. Sleepy boy. But yeah, I think that is where we're gonna leave it for tonight. I've enjoyed this. Next stream, that's tomorrow, we got Spore. Oh, hi, Bean. You want to say bye to people with me? We got a Spore stream for tomorrow. If you didn't see the last couple of Spore streams, we made some creatures and we played the campaign up to there we go. Up to a tribal stage. So we need to do tribal stage. We'll probably be able to do like tribal and city stage next stream. I don't remember how long those took. We'll see, I guess. Bean, what do you think? What made a bean creature? I'll show you a bunch of spore creatures that we made next stream. We might make some creatures just by themselves too, because I like that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us to this stream. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with Spore and the day after with more arts. On Friday night, we're gonna have a commission for Ocean Man. So that's gonna be a fun one. I saw your bird creatures on Spore. They're cool. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much once again. See you tomorrow. Until then, say it, Bean. Take care.